Hey everybody, thanks for watching. This is Minutes with Ming and I, David. So we're here today. We're going to do a very special show for all of you where I will be asking Ming a bunch of very embarrassing questions and seeing how he replies. It should be fun. You look forward to it, Ming?
Yeah,
All
I'm
right.
looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Basically, this is just a warm up for my big 40-minute seminar on talks about the future of humanity, and it's gonna be interesting. So
So,
start her up, David.
okay, so I'll ask you some questions. I guess a good starting point would be what has you interested in doing a podcast on the future of humanity?
Well, because I realize the future of humanity is really broad, so I have narrowed down to a few topics that were really important to me that will overlook the entire picture of the future of humanity. And I want to start a podcast because it's I feel like there's so many things going on right now that could happen deep into the future. I feel like oil prices, war, hate, terrorism, sustainability, like all kind of stuff that I want to talk about that will key into how it'll affect exactly how humans would towards gravitate towards the future. And and of course this is an open to interpretation debate. We're not saying we have the definite answers. We're just presenting suggestions.
Wow, not bad. So it sounds like you definitely interested in this topic. Kind of have a pretty broad mind
Hmm.
on what you want to talk about. So, okay. I guess another question would be kind of can you maybe give us a sample of what we can expect from this amazing podcast?
Well, I wouldn't say it's amazing, but I would say I'll try my best. The sample would be that I'll be talking about war and our society and how we're gonna perceive a shift towards peace and a new form of consciousness towards a new paradigm change for sustainability and live in harmony where humans can live in harmony with nature in peaceful manners where we have a symbiotic relationship, but we don't have the aggression, the war, and the corporate greed for taking an unbalanced amount of resources just for profits and the shareholders.
Okay. Sounds pretty good. So I think that's going to be a pretty broad, something that's really up for interpretation, but I think definitely something that people will find pretty interesting as well. I guess another question I might have kind of on that line of thinking would be could you maybe just kind of, I guess, also give us a summary of um, what part of that is going to be most interesting for you as well? Or I guess kind of what are you hoping to get out of this?
What I hope to get out of this, a lot of things. I want people to understand, at least comprehend the gravity our situation right now and the present time, and I want show the public or my audience a way. But I'm just saying that my way is not the only. I'm just saying that it's a suggestion and for a discussion, a way to gravitate towards a peaceful future and for the next generation to the next generation because the way we're doing things, we're operating things like war, hate, and the extraction of natural resources in an unprecedented rate and climate change has not given the next generation, the couple generations down the road, enough room to grow or think because the 1% is going to be richer than the 99% combined in the future. So I want a more of a balance.
Okay.
I want. I'm not saying making money is bad. I'm just saying that why don't we have a little balance in the society that can benefit everyone and everything?
Okay. Interesting. Interesting. Can I ask you a random question now?
Sure, you
This
can
is
ask me anything.
yeah, entirely off topic to what we're talking about.
Mhm.
So I'm wondering, okay, this is something that's been on my mind for a while. So let's say you go to a restaurant or you make dinner or something like that, and you got your plate of food. Are you one of those people that you eat the side before the main kind of thing on the plate? So like say you got like a chicken breast and like potatoes. You one of those people that eat the potatoes first and then the chicken breast after, or do you go for the main course first and then? What would you say?
Um, for me, it's very it changes day by day. Sometimes if the potato might taste a little better, or
Hmm.
I might think of wanting to have a little carbs first, I might go for that. But if I want to, if I'm hungry, I might just go for the chicken first.
That's a pretty amazing answer.
And
Wow.
I I don't have a place to start. I just what's good for me at that time. But I also think about the future. It's like if I want to save the good things for last, I might save a little bit of good things for that and just enjoy it and stuff.
Oh, no. So tying it into the topic, I like that.
Mhm.
Not bad. Fancy, fancy.
Mhm.
So, I guess, is there anything else you want to say? Kind of in.
Um, I want to say that in my presentation, I want to get into deep about the the societal dogmas of what we can say and what we can't say. And in the course of my presentation, I really want to use a social experiment to because in the future our assumptions and our preconceptions of certain things towards science, towards social, it's going to be changed, so it's going to be different. So am interested in what people would perceive in the future and how they perceive change to their consciousness and how they gravitate toward that, because how we think and the nature of consciousness and different paradigm changes throughout time will dictate how our society or have a pretty important component in how our society would run and function. So I want to address certain dogmas of whether in anything, society, science, and because there's new scientific discoveries discovered that will challenge and question our current theories, I just want to make sure that no theory is sacred. No theory is absolute. It, I want a theory. If there's a dominant theory, I want to be tested vigorously and open to other form of debate if there is solid evidence of documented proof on that certain aspects,
Okay, that sounds pretty
and
good.
not being thrown
Wow.
down by mainstream science like this is not right, and without any kind of form of debate, because science is all about debate and questioning theories. And if science is solely on putting things down, if they're not on the mainstream without even looking at uh, the evidence, then I think that it could turn to an inquisition. So I do not want to go that route. I still believe in science. I'm pro science, but I want to expand my mind to alternative possibilities a little bit, because in the future anything could happen.
Yeah, I think it's good to kind of keep your mind open and
Mhm.
not kind of get stuck in one dogma or anything
Mhm.
like that. Just kind of be open to interpret, be
Mhm.
open to change. I
Mhm.
guess kind of
Like I would
challenge
call
your.
bullshit if you don't have enough evidence or the logic's not there.
Hmm.
But I would I would listen to you, say at least give you a platform to share your opinion.
Hmm.
But I would argue with you and say which is right and what I think it is based on my source of evidence.
Yeah, I think that sounds pretty reasonable. So I guess yeah, kind of to conclude things then. I think that this sounds like you're really passionate about what you want to talk about, and I think the topic of conversation will be really interesting as well. So hopefully people will tune in and
I hope so
check
too.
that out.
I really want to think that like I feel like our societies I'm first of all I'm an optimist. I believe in the greater good. I believe that society will wake up one day and see what we have done to our environment and be like, okay, we have to be aware of it, not at least some awareness, and return to our home where it's nature. We come from nature and we're always going to be in nature.
Mm.
We're just building a structure outside of nature, but we're still in nature.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to address that, and I just want to, in my presentation, I want to address many things that are controversial, but in the future, it's something could be controversial now, could be a fact or a dominant mainstream theory in the future. So I would keep my fingers crossed, and I will keep my eyes open.
Sounds good. Thanks everybody for tuning in, and
Mm.
tune in soon for Ming's podcast.
All right.
Should be interesting.
Thank you very much. We'll see you next.